Hey everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome to my channel. It is Wax Wednesday. I don't know why I feel the need to associate these videos with a catchy title for the day, but I do. So I have honestly been filming these a little bit at random because I've really kind of switched up my warming routine, if you will. I've been doing a collab. We literally just started. I've been doing a melting basket collab. If you haven't been checking that out, if you want to join in as well, everyone is welcome. You don't even have to have a YouTube channel. If you want to post about it or tell no one, you're welcome. So join in. We have prompts that we're doing. The first week was Mardi Gras, and now we're doing one vendor for the week. So I'm doing that collab in like my own type of way because I'm trying to use up my vendor wax, as you guys probably know. And so in my office here and like the more upstairs general area up here, I've been working on vendor wax in my bedroom, the bathroom, whatever. In my open concept, I pretty much have reserved for working on Scentsy because we have so many new things coming out all the time and I want to be able to work through things to review for you guys. But also I've reduced a couple things. I used to have a good amount of warmers throughout my open concept. I kept blowing a lot of fuses. We must have really crappy wiring because I was our fuse blows all the time. Like even when the air fryer will run, if like the microwave's also going in the same outlet, it's toast. I just don't know why. We just have it must be shoddy electrical because I just don't know what is the case. But I had to reduce some of my warmers because I was having some issues. And yeah, regardless, doesn't matter. So I reduced to like 4 warmers in my open concept. And then 1 warmer is my Yankee centerpiece, which I pretty much only use in the morning. So that one doesn't count as part of my 4. So do the math. Technically 5, but it's really 4. So I used to do like 1 cube in each warmer, let it go for a day and change it. Now that I only have 4 warmers, I've been doing 2 cubes in each warmer, and to change that out every day seems a little bit wasteful, especially when it's lasting longer. I don't know why it feels more wasteful because it's the same amount of wax as before, but it lasts longer in those warmers because it's like double the wax. I feel like if I turn it on the next day and doesn't smell great, I'll change it. But if it's lasting for multiple days, I'm just letting it go for multiple days, which is definitely something I wasn't doing before. So because of that, my wax use up status is a little different, but I'm still here with what I've been warming to share with you. So I'm going to start with some Scentsy Empties that aren't wax to begin with. First off, I finished up a non-seasonally appropriate counter clean in Autumn Road Trip. This is nice, but I really got tired of the scent. I really did. I was like, I'm over this. I have to use this up. I don't know. I think I have another one of these, I'm pretty sure, but I was just so not, and I'm still not, in the fall mode. I want to be in spring mode, and so I was like, I have to finish this. I am so over Autumn Road Trip. Next time, I'll probably bust out my fall scents a little bit sooner because I don't want to keep using them until like the end of February. So yeah, I liked it. I'm just over it. Next, I finished up a Scent Soft, which looks a little rough, in Palm Beach Breeze. And this is our fabric softener. This is what they say you can add in to reduce static versus like our dryer discs. Those aren't like dryer sheets. They don't reduce static. This is more so the product to reduce static. I used up this whole bottle. I bought it as part of like alongside a laundry love system in Palm Beach Breeze. This sucker really lasted. It lasted a long time. It's a huge container, as you can see, and it comes with a pump. I took off the pump and put it on my dish soap. which is a Scentsy dish soap. So I like the pump on that. And so I took it off here and just recapped this. But it says to use 5 pumps for a small load, 6 for a medium load, or 7 for a large load. And I use this for quite a few loads because it is so big. It's 32 fluid ounces. It was my first Scent Soft I had officially gone through. I don't know that I would say it made the clothes less staticky. I really have an issue with static in our dry home and on the clothes specifically. And I think my hair being so like long and unruly does not help the situation by any means. Everything is so staticky all the time. And then of course, like my hair is always stuck to things and I'm like pulling it off, you know. It's, if you live in a dry area, it's only in the wintertime, but it drives me absolutely up a wall. So I don't think that this helped with that per se. I did enjoy it enough to repurchase it. I don't know if I just feel like it adds a little bit of something extra. I don't know that I would say it's necessary. What do you guys think about this if you've tried it? I don't think it made the clothes like softer per se. That is what it's supposed to do, right? I mean, it's called fabric softener. I know you're not supposed to use this on anything that's like flame resistant, fabric softener in general, because it does kind of break down the like flame resistant material. But I don't know that I would say it made my clothes, I didn't notice a difference in softness, I guess I would say. But I do like it. I just bought it, when I repurchased it, I bought it in Luna so that I could mix it with all my Scentsy laundry, which I did do with this, but I feel like Luna will compete less with other scents than Palm Beach Breeze. I finished up some pods in Arctic Kiss, and they smell so dead. I was gonna put them in the air purifier just like for one last zhuzh. They're so dead. They're so bad. Like, they literally smell like a whisper of Arctic Kiss. These were really, really strong. What I actually ended up doing, I think kind of, did we talk about this last time? My work scent situation. So I officially put away my work warmer. Well, let me rephrase. I put out a 15-watt warmer with a dish inside of it. Let me show you an example. So you can get these dishes at Walmart. They're silicone, and so they hold your wax, and they make it for like easy change, so you can like, this is a bad example clearly, but you can like take out your wax and dispose of it versus having to like soak it up with cotton balls or whatever, cotton cleanups, that type of thing. They just make it so it pops right out. So you can get these at Walmart, but I put this in the dish because I feel like it does inhibit the throw. So I think I'm using that to my benefit. And I put a 15-watt warmer, and I only have been turning it on. I don't even have wax there. I've only been turning it on when like people are gone. So that's my reasoning. Otherwise, what I've been doing, back to the pods, I've been using my pods in my wall fans at home, and then once I feel like they're significantly reduced, like they're not really sending my open area, I've been putting them in my Scentsy Go and just running that at my desk. So I've been using both pods in my Scentsy Go at my desk, but significantly reduced. They're not brand new by any means. And then I just use them until they're completely dead. Like this one at the end I had going and I could not smell it. I was getting zero fragrance. So I was like, okay, these are dead. Let's switch them out. And so now I have Squeeze the Day, which I think it's definitely like, today was the first day. Today was the second day that I had it my Scentsy Go at work. And so it was a little bit, it was noticeable. But I think it's so fresh. It wasn't like, wow, it really smells like lemon in here. Like it was just very fresh. And so I think the reduced pod scent is helping with that. It's not as like stark, but it's very much still like scenting the area around me. So it just is making it a little bit more pleasant. And I feel like it's not as bothersome as maybe the wax warmer was. But of course I do have the mini that I can turn on if everyone's gone. Because sometimes they go away like on trips and stuff and they travel. And I'm like, okay, it's time to enjoy my wax. But I know, I'm pretty sure it was Erica who commented, the wall fans are easier because once you unclick like the Scentsy go off or you unplug your mini fan, like I'm pretty sure Erica was saying they have a mini fan and they just like unplug it or take the pod off, the scent stops. Like once the fan stops, the scent pretty much dissipates because it's not being like pumped into the air, which I definitely agree. And that has kind of been like a key factor. If I know like, okay, this is getting really strong, I'll just turn it off really quick. It's not like, oh, I have to turn it off and wait for the wax to like harden and then the scent to dissipate. It's just like a real easy on-off situation. And I brought my regular my Scentsy Go Solid, the less money one, and not this one, because I think the runtime of that's like 10 hours, which is great. I just run it all day long at my desk and then I charge it overnight. And I run it all day long. That's what I've been doing. It's been working so good, pretty good so far. I haven't gotten any mass complaints. I actually have gotten no complaints. And one girl was like, wow, what are you warming? It smells like lemon and very clean. And I was like, thank you. I shouldn't say what are you warming. She just said what smells so good. But anyway, okay. I went a little pod purge situation also. Let's see. Okay, I had Orchard Apple and Spice. I don't even know where I had these, but they are so dead. They're like past the point of their actual scent. They're starting to smell like a different scent and it's like kind of grody. Squeeze the Day, which I have going in my work wall fan, and I have apple and cinnamon sticks. I think I took this out of the air purifier. It's also dead. And then I put in, to replace Squeeze the Day in the open concept, Winterberry Apple Tea. Who doesn't love Winterberry Apple Tea? Who doesn't? It's really good. It's strong in the pods. It is so strong in the pods. I definitely need to let this one go in my open concept for a hot minute before I bring that one to work because whew, it is strong. It is so strong. Okay. Let's talk some Harry Potter collection. I only have 3, but let's talk about them because I have something to say about the Harry Potter collection. Okay, let me see if I can pull up the scent notes. I have my computer here and it would be so beneficial if I could read you the scent notes. I think it would really change my impact of the things I have to tell you, because this collection is so interesting. I, on cold, was so hyped, but let me break these scents down for you. The only one I don't have here is the Slytherin bar, which is the green bar, and that is Forest Woods, Hide Dark Secrets, and Fresh Oak Moss, and a sweetly sinister layer of deep blackberry. To me, now that these have kind of developed since I first smelled them, it really, to me, smells like just pine, iced pine. Just pine, is that a scent? Iced pine, Just For You. The one everybody loves that I don't even know the name of. What's the pine scent everybody loves? Does it start with a V? I don't know. Very Snowy Spruce. I was like, what is it called? It literally, to me, smells like all of those pine scents, a recreation of them. So I'm like, I cannot warm that. After I tell you about my experience with the rest of these, I was like, no, I need to put in something I am enjoying or I want to warm. I cannot test that. That's probably not the most uplifting thing to say, but I was like, no, I can't do it. Okay, so first we have Just and Loyal, which is the Hufflepuff bar, which is yellow. This says, the Great Hall beckons with sweet and steadfast notes of golden apple, whipped vanilla, almond, and cinnamon sugar. This in the clam, on cold and even empty clam, smells like a nice breakfast shop where maybe you're having like an apple turnover or something, appley, but very cinnamon sugar heavy. Almost like a hazelnutty type of note. Almost. Like it's very sweet breakfast pastry, hint of apple, but warm to me on cold. I was so jazzed. I put it in the warmer on Saturday morning because, you know, why would we not want to relax to a very nice, cozy morning treat type of scent all day? And it was about to be a winter storm. So I was like, perfect day to cozy up, you know? I could smell this scent in the warmers like 0.2 seconds after I got it in. I was like, oh my gosh, we have a banger of a performer. It's gonna be so strong and so good. It kept warming. I was doing fine. It started getting questionable. It started kind of giving me maple vibes in a bad way, like making me sick type maple vibes. Like, it smells so sweet in here, but it was like overpoweringly sweet, almost maple. It was very strange. And then a little while later, it was getting like so overpowering to the fact that I turned a warmer off in the open concept. And then it kind of just trickled from there. It was still so strong. I turned another warmer off. It was still strong. I turned another warmer off. And then eventually I turned all my warmers off and I didn't turn them on again that day. I didn't replace the wax. I just left them off. I was like so disgusted. I was just like, what is happening? I can't warm this. It's bad. It just took such a turn. I don't know. It was the weirdest blend of like apple and maple and like sickeningly paired together. It was so strange. I thought I was gonna love it as it was starting to go in my open concept. I was like, this is going in my glove. But then I literally had to turn it off. It was too much. It was too much. These bars are not playing around. They are strong. I am not joking. They are intense. Okay, next morning, Sunday morning, I was like, okay, I'm gonna test another Harry Potter bar. We're feeling brave. I'm feeling a little bit out of the box because I'm gonna test Gryffindor, which, if you know, in my review on Cold, I told you guys that Corey said this smells like bacon, which it kind of does. Let me tell you what they say. Race through daring smoky woods, while amber and a touch of dapper cinnamon leaf bring warmth to your journey. Nowhere in there does it say bacon. It does give you a little bit of bacon vibes. A little bit smoky woods. While this was in my wax container, like waiting to be warmed, I have this container under the TV console that I put in all my wax. It's kind of like a melting basket. It's kind of just like the wax I want to go through, either like new scents I want to test, you know, what I want to use. And I throw my pods in there as well. So I was sniffing through these bars in there, and each time I smelled this bar, it smelled less like bacon and more like something I was like kind of into. And I think I have some suspicions around this. So I put in only 2 cubes because I was like, I'm not gonna make the same mistake I did on this bar and use the whole bar. I'm gonna start with 2. I'm gonna see how things go. And then if we go great, I'll put in the whole bar. If we do not go great, I will be in this situation. So I put in 2 cubes, and I also put in a whole brick cube in my centerpiece warmer of salted caramel toffee. So that was going in my centerpiece because I was like, that should help do a little something, right? Then I had the 2 cubes of Gryffindor in my warmer in the kitchen. Diamond milk glass warmer is what I used them in. I was enjoying the scent. I thought it was going well. I thought it was giving me like a woodsy, almost leathery type of scent. I was enjoying it so much that I ended up turning on another warmer to like get the wax ready to pop out and put into more cubes. At the same time that I was going to do that, Corey came down from upstairs and he goes, "This smells like bacon." He's like, "This is so bad." So once again, I turned off all the warmers and here we are. Honestly, now that I re-smell it, I'm not getting what I was getting on warm. And I don't know if that's a fluke, or I think I was maybe getting this bar the last bar that I'm going to talk about, which is Ravenclaw. This is a clever concoction of suede and sandalwood, is mellowed handsomely by a ribbon of smooth vanilla. This bar smells lovely. It smells absolutely lovely. It really reminds me of the graduation bar from the Moment by Moment collection. Just a little bit different. Like none of the apple. I mean, there's a very slight hint of apple in graduation. This has none of that. Just the like leathery vanilla-y side is this bar. So after my massacre with this bar, where I was like, okay, I was gonna put in more, but now I'm not. I think honestly, because these bars were sitting so close to each other like this could be totally in my head, but I think I was getting more of this, like I thought I was at first in this bar, because once I got like closer to the warmer to take this out, I was getting that really like smoky, maybe the salted caramel toffee was like really helping it along in the open areas, but when I got really close to the warmer, I was getting this like smoky, grody. Not a fan of. I feel like I don't get the bacon, but I definitely get like, you're probably by a fire and you know how your hair is gonna smell after you get home because you're at the bonfire. That's what it's making me think of. So this one, it felt like I was getting a little bit of this in this, but that could just be in my head. I thought I was getting like a nice leathery, woodsy type of scent when it was going in the air, but maybe I was wrong. This one really is leathery and like that smooth suede type of, kind of like sheer leather in a way, but not like weathered leather, but close, like graduation. Do you love these comparisons? So this one, I started with the 2 cubes because I was like, if I have to change one of these one more time this weekend, I was just like over it. So I was like, we're gonna give you a shot, Ravenclaw. You best come through. So I put in 2 cubes. It was doing well. I ended up doing the whole entire clam in the open concept. It was so strong. So strong. It was unbelievable. So I did end up turning off some of these warmers just because it was like so overpowering, but this one was actually really nice. And so by the end of the weekend, I was like, I cannot test the Slytherin bar. I just don't have it in me. So I will probably pick up another one of the Ravenclaw in my club on March 24th when they're available to add to your club, because I don't want to buy the whole bundle again. I don't know what I'm going to do with these 6 cubes of Gryffindor. I'll maybe try to mix it, but I definitely can't do it in the open concept because Corey thinks it smells like bacon. So if we're cooking bacon, maybe, but if we're not cooking bacon, it's probably going to be a no from Corey. Okay. I put in some winterberry apple tea when I put in the pods of winterberry apple tea, which is fabulous. It's so good. And then I tested the scent of the month, Hey Tiger Lily. I need some mixed recommendations for this one, you guys. It's really floral and really citrus. I let it go the first day and I was like, holy moly, I don't think I can do this scent. The next day I mixed in a little bit of sugar cookie and it killed the scent. The scent was gone. The scent was no longer existent after I put in the sugar cookie. So maybe I need to alternate warmers next time, or maybe I need a different mixer. Let me know your thoughts. I don't want to mix it. I don't know. I'm like, what do I mix with this? Maybe I could try like vanilla bean buttercream. Like, I don't know. I'm not very good at mixing. I like trying other people's recommendations for mixing. So yeah. But speaking of mixing, I happened to mix these two, which is kind of funny because I feel like I'm not good at this. But I happened to have like 5 cubes and 6 cubes or something, like random, not full bars, but like too much to evenly distribute. So I kind of like made it work. And I brought in my Yankee centerpiece this day just to kind of like help with the cube shortage or overage, whatever. So I mixed on 1/2 of the open concept Tangerine Creamsicle, which is amazing and so good and available right now. It's so good. And then kind of because they're both in the citrus category, but I feel like neither is really that citrus, is Coconut Lemongrass. This is a little, it's like citrus, but like a lot of coconut. But I feel like they share a similar citrus base. I don't know. They were just next to each other in my bin, and so I put them both in. The Coconut Lemongrass definitely like was overpowering the Tangerine Creamsicle. Just because Tangerine Creamsicle is pretty light and Coconut Lemongrass is like very strong. So I probably didn't give it the best shot. I will say, the reason I had some funky amount of cubes in the Tangerine Creamsicle is because I brought a cube to the office thinking, this is a light scent. It'll be great here. It was not too strong for the office, but like, it was a little bit too strong for the office. I mean, people were like, wow, it smells like citrusy in here. And it's like, crap. You're right, it does. Don't you love it though? I was just like, dang, this is a little bit too strong, which is funny because it seems like a very, very light, I mean, it is a light scent. Okay. I'm just gonna go quickly through the rest of the like vendor and Walmart wax, and then I do actually have 2 candles. So I have a Bath & Body Works White Velvet Coconut. This is finished. This one was strong. Like, even in the crock still, it was like overpoweringly strong. I also finished the Cookies and Cream Milkshake. This ended up in the crock at the end. It burned down really good. I mean, I thought I was farther down than this, but apparently not. The last time I burned it, a lot of it sunk to the bottom being in the crock, but it got kind of sooty at the end. The last go around I had it burning, I had it lit for like a good 4 hours maybe, and it really was starting to soot, and so I put that one in the crock. Corey's not usually a fan of like chocolate type scents, so he didn't love that one, but it did both very well, burning and in the crock. Better Homes and Gardens White Peach and Daisy. This one's pretty perfumey and floral, but it's decent. Salt Mountain Melt Sleeping on Clouds, Lavender, BMC, and Vanilla Orchid Sugarcane. This was nice. I think I had that in my, I think I just had this in my melting basket because it's from last February. This one was in my melting basket collab for last week, but I just finished it after the collab for that week's prompt was over. That makes sense. This is Angels Among Us from the Melted Mousse. Blackberry, sweet fruits, magnolia blossom, marshmallow cream, sandalwood, and musk. So good. Don't know if this is relatively, or offered relatively a lot, but very good. And then 3 from Rose Girls. I have been finding it decently easy to get through my Rose Girls bags, which has been great because I have the most Rose Girls. If you don't count loaves, I definitely have the most Rose Girls. If you count wax in general, considering loaves are so much bigger, I definitely have the most L3. So, there you go. Vanilla Crunch Donut, good. Baked Zucchini Bread, not my favorite, but finished it up, good mixer. And then Gilligan's Brew, which is her coconut cream scent, which is good. So that is everything I have for this week. I will be doing my like collab wax empties, the ones that are part of the prompts, in a separate video. But I think I might maybe do these videos on Wednesdays now. I feel like they don't have to be tied to a day, but I always have to tie them to a day. I need to stop doing this, but I just always do. You guys know I can't help it. So don't know if I'll be doing these weekly, like I kind of said, because I'm a little bit in a weird place with my wax warming, but I am going to try to test things still because I do want to get like reviews and stuff out. So we'll see. But let me know what you guys are warming down below. If you have any mixed recommendations for Hey Tiger Lily, please tell me them. And if you've tried the mix, also tell me what you thought of it. But if you're like, hey, just test this because it's worth a shot, you can tell me that too. It's totally fine. I'll be the guinea pig. Yeah. And also mixed recommendations for Gryffindor. Much appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.